Making his way to the cage now, this gentleman will fight out of the red corner. He weighed in 170 pounds. From Kansas City, Missouri, please welcome to the cage, Jason, the Vanilla Gorilla, Witt.
And we've made our way to the main event. Kansas City Fighting Alliance 14, or a welterweight title, to be on the line.
I think I just felt the energy in this building go up like 5 levels.
Absolutely, absolutely. Title challenger Jason Witt walking to the cage now. You definitely felt a change in the arena. Main event of the evening. Jason Witt has been on a tear at 170 pounds. Was the victor in a Kansas City Fighting Alliance 13 bout by rear naked choke in the first round. He's looking to carry that over to his title fight here. Jason is an extremely athletic guy, very, very aggressive, very consistent with both his striking and his grappling. Very, very excited for this fight.
Jason Witt, again, has a who's who of Kansas City fighters in his corner. He does an excellent job of cross-training. Yep. You see representatives of Glory, representatives of ATT, HD, and KCBJJ in his corner.
Yeah, he trains a little bit of everyone, and I think you can definitely see that in his game. He's kind of has an all-encompassing style of the great people he's been able to train with.
You know, Jason Witt has never wrestled competitively, but he is a phenomenal wrestler.
Absolutely, and that part of that is from being a phenomenal athlete. You know, he was certainly able to pick up aspects of mixed martial arts quicker, simply from being athletic.
He weighed in 170.4 pounds. From Independence, Missouri, please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the KCFA welterweight champion, Josh Tully.
Josh Tully, certainly a lot of fans in the crowd tonight. He's the current welterweight title holder. 3-fight win streak. We see Burt Watson getting the crowd going, getting everybody going. If there's anything that Burt brings to an event, it is energy.
Certainly no shortage of energy from one Burt Watson, as if this fight needs extra energy.
If I was Burt right now, I'd say, yeah, baby!
We rollin'!
We rollin'! We'll do it for you. We should have given Burt a microphone.
We should have. Should have mic'd him up. Josh Tully, welterweight champion, making his way to the cage.
Josh Tully, again, on a tear. He recently dispensed with Bobby Cooper. He beat Dallas Browning. He's a brawler. He really likes to throw heavy punches, but he's worked very hard to refine his game and become a truly well-rounded mixed martial artist. Very, very vocal on social media coming into this fight.
He certainly has the confidence of a champion.
He certainly does have the confidence of a champion. At the weigh-ins yesterday, he was throwing, shall we say, hand signals at his opponent as they were weighing in.
Josh Tully's confidence certainly has to grow, like you said, having wins over Bobby Cooper and Dallas Browning, two very, very good fighters in their own right. He certainly has grown as a fighter inside this KCFA cage, and he's the champion for a reason.
He is the champion for a reason, and we'll see if Jason Witt is equal to the task of taking that title.
Bellator veteran Rudy Bears in the corner of Josh Tully.
Another KCMMA icon.
Pioneer in Kansas City mixed martial arts. He will be taking on Bellator's prospect Michael Page later on this summer.
Very active city at the highest levels.
We're really, Kansas City MMA right now is at the an all-time high. Very, very exciting time.
Tully kneels as he enters the cage. And we are underway. I'm not exactly sure what that dance is, but if that helps him get ready, then go for it.
Absolutely, whatever you got to do.
KCFA Welterweight Championship, champion Tully. versus challenger Witt.
But one thing about Josh Tully's fighting style is he's best described as a bully in there. He likes to establish the center of the cage. Obviously, you said throw heavy strikes. I'm interested to see how Jason Witt will handle having Tully in his face all fight.
Witt in the black and gray shorts, Tully in the camo shorts. I've heard it said that Tully really doesn't care where the fight goes.
I would tend to agree.
Certainly some choice words coming from each camp as this fight gets underway.
Oh!
Tully rocked
Witt
early.
wobbles Tully early. He's still not fully recovered, Laura.
That can really affect you mentally, too, if right off the bat you get rocked. Very difficult to recover from that.
You can see Tully still trying to get his legs under him. Another big shot from Witt. Jason Witt. Oh, big head kick from Tully.
Oh!
Witt's out! Witt's out!
I'm amazed that
How is Witt surviving?
I'm amazed that referee Mike England did not stop that fight. Witt was definitely out momentarily.
Very, very aware Mike England in there.
Incredible back and forth. Witt telling England that his mouthpiece is gone. But though according to the rules, they have to wait for a break in the action. We'll see if
Crazy
England
exchange
stops.
in this fight.
And he does. Giving Witt a moment to put his mouthpiece back in.
You can see Jason Witt still trying to get his legs under him. Certainly rocked.
We'll see if both men have a little bit more respect for each other's power, and clearly not, just coming in.
Jason Witt. Ooh, good takedown by Jason Witt. We haven't seen much grappling out of Josh Tully and his Kansas City Fighting Alliance fights thus far. I'm interested to see how he works off of his back. Chance of Tully now being heard in the arena.
Ooh, and Witt delivers a beautiful right hand from the top. Left hand, rather. And now we hear return chants of Jason.
Returning the Jason chant. You hear Jason high in the corner of Jason Witt.
Witt looking to utilize his strength, stay on top, perhaps land some punches.
Tully's doing a good job of keeping Witt off of him. He's got that butterfly in there and kind of being able to elevate him, gives him a little bit of space to work.
You can see the calling card of Tully's kicks on the side of Witt's leg.
Already starting to swell up.
Witt looks to pass. And is able to successfully gain side control, but Tully almost with a sweep.
Back to half guard is Tully. We haven't seen Tully in this position in his fights. His fights with Dallas Browning and Bobby Cooper, respectively, were predominantly stand-up fights, so getting to see the grappling from Josh Tully here early on.
Big kicks from Witt.
We could hear that cage side.
Oh!
That was very interesting. A nice mixture of leg kicks from Witt and up kicks from Tully.
Big right hand from Witt. Tully seems a little bit winded from that ground exchange.
Going right back to exchanging. Tully just continues to move forward.
Both men swinging for the fences.
Another good level change by Jason Witt. Well-timed takedown. Laura, if you're Jason Witt here, how much of your so-called gas tank do you kind of maybe hold back here in these early rounds, knowing that, you know, maybe I can wear Josh Tully down and catch him in these later rounds?
It's difficult to manage that sometimes, I think. You know, especially in these fights where there's a lot on the line, a lot personally on the line. It could be very hard to think about having a reserve for later rounds.
Championship match, but please, for the safety of all involved, please stay in your seat. Thank you.
I know Tim Elliott is training partner of Jason Witt. He's certainly not an advocate for saving any gas in your tank.
No, and that's the style we're seeing from both of these men. You know, they're swinging for the fences. They're absolutely going for it. They're leaving it in the cage. Nothing held back tonight.
It appears as if Witt might be having some hair issues.
Yes, Krause ripping a hairband out of his hair very violently.
Now we have Jason High attempting a ponytail of some sort.
I think that attempt was abandoned, and we're just going to go with
the natural look. Certainly see both gentlemen Tully appears to be showing signs of a little bit of fatigue. See how he comes back in the second round. Good body kick from Tully.
Oh.
Jason Witt coming forward with punches, landed a couple of Tully there.
Tully definitely showing some signs of fatigue at this point. I think he's really slowed down a bit.
Certainly a much more relaxed pace in this early portion of the second round than we saw in the first round.
Oh.
Good!
Both men connecting.
Tully still appears to be hurt. Both men may be rocked.
Witt with an inside leg kick. Tully looked to return with an outside leg kick, but Witt snatched it up and used it as an opportunity.
Another great level change by Jason Witt.
Beautiful takedowns from Witt we're seeing tonight.
Both these men have incredible chins. Jason Witt really utilizing his wrestling to score points in the later parts of these rounds.
Tully use the cage to somehow get back to his feet. Easier said than done with a man like Jason Witt on top of you. Witt looking to pass the side control. Tully able to scramble out. We'll see if Witt lets him stand, and he does.
Tully does a good job of throwing up kicks and, like right there, using him to get up. Witt with the slip.
With a bit of a feint coming in, throwing heavy leather.
This title fight certainly living up to the hype. Two minutes remaining in the second round. This welterweight title fight.
I see Tully.
Tully landed a nice shot there.
I see Tully covering his chin, almost reminding himself to keep his guard up. As Witt comes with big, and then Tully delivers with some nice shots. Nice 1-2. Big overhand attempt from Witt. Doesn't quite land.
Ooh. Witt's mouthpiece again on canvas.
Big shots from both fighters.
Incredible display of chin by Josh Tully. My goodness. Another well-timed shot by Witt. Let's see if he can get him to mat.
Witt looking for that double leg off the cage. Might attempt to turn it into hip throw. Tully's doing a nice job of attempting to pummel in and lift Witt to where he can't sink down and look for that double leg. Witt now with double underhooks. Difficult position for Tully to be in now with Witt having double underhooks, delivering those knees. Oh.
It's the end of our second round in this welterweight title fight between Jason Witt and Josh Tully. Very, very action-packed fight in the early on.
Both of these men have incredible chins.
Absolutely, but both of their chins on full display early on in this fight.
I'd like to see both of them use a little bit more head movement, be a little bit more elusive as they're coming in. But again, perhaps it's that the personal nature of this fight, a lot on the line, and they just want to get in there and mix it up. Sometimes it's hard to think about defense when you're just picturing that belt around your waist.
Absolutely.
Very swollen eye on Witt.
Jason Witt's eye almost looks swollen shut. It's his left eye.
We'll see if that affects him here in the third round. It can be very, very difficult and really affect your depth perception when one of your eyes is nearly shut.
When you're in the middle of a fight like this, Laura, as Josh Tully, is that something you even notice where, oh man, his eye's swollen shut, maybe I should start targeting that?
Absolutely. You definitely notice things like that, and that becomes a bullseye. Land your punches.
Now Josh Tully's mouthpiece on canvas.
I think we need a mouthpiece sponsor. Witt's corner upset about something. I'm not entirely sure what.
I think they wanted Witt to jump on Tully there, but he allowed him to grab his mouthpiece. Good body shot from Witt.
Beautiful combination, working the body, going high, going low. And Tully just
Tully coming forward. Good
Witt,
shot by Witt.
Witt again with the takedown.
Witt's been masterful in timing his shot and changing levels when Josh Tully's coming forward with strikes.
Absolutely. He got smart to that game from Tully early and saw that as an opportunity and has
Tully looks to be working a Kimura here.
He does. We'll see if he can fish it out and Witt able to scramble out of it. Although, we have an armbar.
Good defense by Jason Witt. Josh Tully very active off of his back.
We said we weren't sure about the ground game of Tully coming into this, and I think he's showing us exactly what he's made of.
He obviously is a very well-rounded fighter, and he's shown that tonight. Looks like there's some blood coming from Jason Witt. I'm not exactly sure where. Maybe that eye.
Rival chants from the crowd again.
Josh Tully doing a good job of replacing his guard here. Josh Tully throwing some elbows from his back. Good pass by Jason Witt.
Oh, and Witt.
The mount.
Witt moves to full mount.
A lot of time left in this round for him to work, Laura.
Moving out of mount is just absolutely exhausting, and it seems to me that Josh Tully rather is already a little bit tired. This could be very difficult to escape.
I know it's hard to say in the middle of a fight, but if you're Witt here, do you go for broke in this last 2 minutes and see if you can get a TKO stoppage?
From this position, absolutely. Do everything you can. Obviously, Tully's going to be looking to keep his head down. I think Witt needs to go for it. He's in a very, very dominant position here and really needs to look to rain down punches and elbows. He needs to stay busy from the top. I think he could end it, although it's exhausting.
Certainly. Mount, a tough position to hold from top as well.
When you're in Tully's position and you're hanging on the head of Witt, it's very exhausting to be on top, as you mentioned. Exhausting for both fighters, really. Tully looking to buck and possibly shove the hips of Witt back and escape, but unable to do so.
One minute left in the third round of this title fight. See if Josh Tully can hang on and survive this round.
Witt utilizing some shoulder strikes.
Witt trying to create some space, posture up and land some punches.
He has to be careful about getting his weight too high up. It becomes much easier to sweep your opponent. If they get a little bit too high, it's easy to come out the back door. Almost had it there to Tully.
Jason Witt starting to land some punches from the top here. 10 seconds remaining in this third round.
Let's see if Witt can pour it on, finish this fight. I'm not sure if he has enough time.
Armbar attempt for the closing round. Seems to be a bit of confusion if we are in a 3-round fight or a 5-round fight.
And I think it was 3.
Apparently it's a 3-round fight. Woo. Who knew?
Not us.
Not us, apparently.
Well,
Jason
Tully,
Witt, go ahead.
Who do you think?
I think you have to give this fight to Jason Witt. I think he stole some of those, stole the first couple rounds with some well-timed takedowns. Obviously ended the fight on top. I think he did a masterful job of mixing in his striking and his takedowns and went on top. Tully really didn't have an answer for him.
I think I agree with you. However, sometimes judges really give a lot of points for damage. And right now, Jason Witt is wearing the majority of the damage.
Absolutely. It's the age-old not wanting to leave your fight in the hands of the judges.
Anxiously awaiting the decision of these judges.
Josh Tully and Jason Witt anxiously awaiting to hear the result of their Kansas City Fighting Alliance 14 welterweight title bout. Champion Josh Tully looking to defend his title. Let's go inside the cage for our official decision.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All three judges score the bout. All right, judges, Henry Geary scores about 30-27 for Witt. Judge Brett Miller scores about 29-28 for Witt. And Judge Kevin Champion scores about 30-27 for your winner and new KCFA welterweight champion, Jason Witt.
You realize what you did? You had two judges.
All right, I'm here with our winner and new champion, Jason Witt. Congratulations on a phenomenal performance. How does it feel to have that hanging around your waist?
Absolutely wonderful. That was one of the toughest, hardest, mentally toughest fights I've ever been through. It took everything I had inside just to hold him down or just keep going. We both got rocked in that first round, and man, it was tough. He's a tough fighter, tough opponent. I was just happy to be able to come out with the victory, man. I gotta thank everybody. ATT HD, KCBJJ, and Glory MMA and Fitness. You guys are awesome. I'm so happy to be a part of everything. You guys helped me along my journey. Go ahead.
You did a masterful job of level changing and getting those takedowns. Is that an opportunity that you saw early on?
That's something I really work on a lot. You know, I train with a lot of good wrestlers, and my wrestling is one of my stronger suits. I'm trying to look at you, but I can only look at you with one eye. But that's one of my stronger suits, and I knew he was really power punch. He's going to kind of overextend with his punches, so I was going to take the opportunity to shoot and take him down. So,
quite a bit of swelling there in your left eye. Did that affect your depth perception in the later rounds?
No, not a lot, but it's the first time it's ever happened. So mid-round, I had to figure out, okay, what am I going to do now? How can I fix this? How can I just keep going? One of those things you learn in training. Training with these people, it just doesn't matter what happens, figure it out.
Well, you certainly weathered the storm, and congratulations on an exciting, powerful performance. Jason Witt, ladies and gentlemen.
You were getting so much better at that. You're just rolling with it.
I didn't know I was doing it this time.
Well, then you get...
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Kansas City Fighting Alliance, 14 in the books. Newly crowned welterweight champion Jason Witt. Hard fought decision win over former champion Josh Tully. We thank you very, very much for joining us here again at Kansas City Fighting Alliance 14.